Alright, my sparklings, you know what time it is. It's time to jump back into Hollow Knight. We are right here where we left off with the leg eater. Just a quick leave. But here is going to be a quick refresh on what we have done so far. Got these charms here. We have the Hunter's Journal, got a bunch of notes. Haven't killed much yet though. Here's some of our maps. Got this, we got Neutral Spirit, Dive, Cloak, Claw, and a Simple Key. So we're gonna go back up. It'll be easier to get to a stag station this way, I think. But either way, I'll go up here to show you something I didn't know. Anyways, and a lot of this just ends up taking a long time because I am very stupid and bad at the game. And also I started playing at night and I got really tired, but I was still trying to play. So sorry about that. And I don't think I'll be able to get any like dreamers. You'll figure out what those are later, but I won't be able to get any of those right now. I already went there, but there's this little thing here that I didn't know about. So if you go there to Desolate Dive down to get the note and money, there's a soul totem there. I didn't know that. So if you ever come here, no soul, there you go, soul totem. Give you enough for a dive. So up we go back into the Forgotten Crossroads, and let's see what progression we can do today. This room is so freaking long. Call it the tall room. I think everybody does, to be honest. Long room. We'll check the Grubfather. I think I already checked him recently, but I think there's a new check I can get because I saved like 1 grub or something. How much monies did you give me, Grubfather? 69. Let's go. But anyways, the Grubfather is low-key stacked, so if you ever are playing Hollow Knight and you're like, damn, I am super poor, cause same girly, just kind of like find grubs wherever you can. I know that you probably need money for progression, but I swear to you, any grubs that you can find in your area, the Grubfather will just give you everything you need. So now that we've gotten to a stag, probably could have just used the Forgotten Crossroads stag. Probably wouldn't take that long either way. Or Queen Station, but like, let's go to the city and try to get some stuff through there. Cause City of Tears kind of like, that's where the big boom progression starts. So like as soon as you get there, like I get it, like green paths and fungal waste are super important because that's where you find, you know, like the dash, the claw, and then like some characters and stuff and upgrades. And that green path and fungal waste can lead to the, what was it? Bog Canyon where Monomon is. That's one of the dreamers. Sorry for spoiling, but you'll see her later. So what I'm hoping to get today is Dream Nail and Crystal Heart. Sweet. So, but yeah, I don't think I'll actually be getting a lot. And if I do manage to get to Crystal Peaks, please pardon me if I start dying a lot because I'm like different from the other Hollow Knight players that you will see commonly. I'm very bad at this game. Like, look at me, I just made 2 stupid mistakes already. And yeah, I'm not good at the game, but I'm trying hard to show you at least everything. But I feel like I'm not this bad. I only get self-conscious knowing that I'm recording myself play. That way is freaking blocked, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But I'll go down and around, I think. And I think I have a simple key so I can get to the royal waterways, I think. But I don't know what I plan on doing, to be honest. Or like where I'll go. Ow. I want to go around to the other side of the City of Tears, but I forget which ways are easier to do.
War's son?
Hey, come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine, and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. Okay, Lem. Still, I imagine you come across many interesting items in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'll offer a fair trade for each.
Velmi Ardred.
Money.
Velmi Ardred.
Wanderer's Journal, eh? Though there are common finds about this kingdom, I much enjoy the deciphering of their texts. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. Seems fate was unkind to most who traveled within Hollownest's ruin. I mean, this place is freaking rabid, so no surprise there.
Oh, Paul.
Another Wanderer's Journal. I might not offer a lot for each, but they're plentiful about the caverns, and I doubt you'll find another willing to make a trade for Geo. So yeah, Relic Seeker Lem, also great for money. So if you got stuff, go to him.
War's son?
A Hollownest seal, eh? Very interesting, this. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hollownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Anal, I'm such a child. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time, it'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities. Well, tiny spoiler alert, we will. One of them. Well, more than one, but anyways. Another Hollownest seal. Pass it over. I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned of each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with experiencing something purely on aesthetic merits. Aesthetic? Looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me and I'll give you a fair amount of geo for them. Anyways, as I said before, Lem, literally one of the other best things if you don't like saving grubs. Her born. If you don't like saving grubs, then Lem, he's your man. Simple key. I'll have to remember that I don't have a simple key anymore, but I'm wondering, should I go through here and then around, or go the other way? Anyways, this is what it looks like though. Beautiful ambiance. I'll try going around, but if I get in trouble, then I'll just simply go back. Cause like, what am I gonna do? Cry about it? The cutscene. Again, we meet, little ghost. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of 2 voids. It's no surprise, then, you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If knowing that truth, you'd still attempt role in Hollownest perpetuation. Seek the grave of Inash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. So yeah, basically we fight her again, and we cry about it. I'll see what this is, because I know everybody will get serotonin. Memorial of the Hollow Knight in the black vault far above, through its sacrificed hollowness lasts eternal. Oh wait, we can't go this way anyways, so I just wasted my time. We're probably gonna end up going to the waterworks anyways, because there's two ways to go around that way. There's through the waterworks, which isn't as hard, and then there's like, I think, I kind of forget low-key, but like a way around it through like the top of the City of Tears. But yeah, my mapping skills are literally the worst thing in the world, so let me just cry about it, I guess. Low-key a trash Hollow Knight player, but people like my terrible content. But so yeah, there's this little thing up here, but of course okay, so yes, you need dive to be here, but like before we go down there towards the bench, we're gonna go to this place because I'm sure you all heard the grub noise. I literally need the collector's map to find this freaking thing. Oh, I didn't shut the gold bounce. Anyways, but like that grub's there, so people who are new starting to Hollow Knight, they hear that noise and they'll be like, where is the grub? It's there. Breakable walls are kind of hard to see. Like, it's not impossible, but like, it's easy to miss this thing. A fluke. It's a fluke, alright. And look, it's not even dead. Not even dead. Think it's dead now? You're wrong. You're wrong. And that's why people don't like the waterways. But it's better than Deep Nest. Oh, you don't know what Deep Nest is? You don't know what Deep Nest is? It's hell. I don't want to go there, but I will have to literally beat this game. So, you know, just, you know, silly, goofy, oh my god. It's gonna be a fun time, you know, but we're not at Deep Nest now, so I don't have to worry about anything right now. But there's a boss, like, nearby, so we're gonna go try to find him. He is really, really cool. Yeah, we're close because of this. If you're wondering what it is, on the walls and floors and everywhere else, just don't ask. You don't need to know what this is. Actually, for all you're concerned, it's mashed potatoes mixed with chocolate sauce. And so anyways, this dude is literally lore material everywhere. Like, material girl, like, oh my god, love him. Fun fact, I had to redo this boss fight because my game crashed and I had to fix it just now. So now here we are, the legendary Dung Defender. You'll hear more and more about this guy after we beat him. But first time I played, I'm like a bad like Hollow Knight player, right? But I was even worse when I first started. My only instinct was run at it, hit it, and try to get the most hits in before you die. No skill, just none of that. So I ended up dying a lot to this man. And I didn't have like any like nail upgrades like either, so it made it low-key worse. And later on, like, I met him and he like apologizes for like attacking you because he thought you were one of the like infected zombies that were roaming around, and then calls and says that he was bested in such a majestic and knightly fashion, and he's so sweet, and he's such a cheery sounding guy too. Like, you hear him like going on like his little battle cry when he hits his chest and like that. He's like iconic for that throughout the Hollow Knight fandom. Don't love it. And so yeah. Bosses in this game are so well done that it's crazy. Like, it's just, I love it. And But in order to beat a lot of these bosses, I'm gonna need to find some stuff called pale ore to help upgrade my nail, because it's not doing so good now. Like, it's a bit sharper. Excuse the heck out of me. Scream skip. Oh my god, scream skip. Anytime that you could do a scream skip, do it. Like, for insert spoiler boss for endgame here, and the collector, like, he'll drop from the ceiling and he'll laugh like like that. He'll do that. So it's a laugh skip, but it's technically a scream skip because he scream laughs. And so try to go directly under him before he drops down, and then you can skip the scream that he lets out. So you just hit him, and then there's a high chance that he'll end up staggering because of your hits. And speaking of the collector, at first it took me a zillion years to beat the collector because I didn't upgrade my nail. But you always should upgrade your nail to nail 3, which is a channeled nail. It didn't let me desolate that. Crowns, obviously. Channeled nail, which can one-shot any enemies that the collector drops. So the collector, he has like a couple of attacks. He has jumping around, he has dropping jars with enemies in them from the ceiling, and then he has where he leaps and tries to grab you. Like, he'll leap like across like the arena or whatever, or he'll just leap close to you and try to grab you. And those are his like few attacks. But it's easy to get overwhelmed with his like little infected like creatures that he drops. So it's best to have a nail that can one-shot all of them so you don't get overwhelmed. And also for the collector, there's some things that I didn't notice about him, but there's such like cool things about this one boss. Like, there's hidden lore behind him which we can like kind of guess from, like his appearance and then appearance later on in the game, for like true ending. In the White Palace, the King's Guards are called King's Molds, and whenever you kill them, out flops like a creature that looks like the collector but a bit smaller. So we can like kind of guess, and there's like molds that these come from, right? Like also in the White Palace, and we can like kind of assume like the collector was one of those, but he like got screwed up and now he's literally insane, and the king was like, you can't be around people, until somebody found out and was left to kind of keep the collector a secret. Anyways, also the collector, I was watching a video on how to beat him like when I first started the game, right? Like last year or something. Not last year, but I don't want to watch the video, but I was watching the video, but I still remember this comment. Somebody was saying, if you listen closely, you can hear a grub choke on something. For explanation, whenever you get into the collector's like tower, you'll hear him like laugh and giggle and make like weird noises and stuff. But you'll also hear the cries of the grubs that he has captured with him now. And if you like, we had like a timestamp and everything. We listened and listened for freaking hours, and I did hear it like 100%. You can hear a grub choke or something. I'm like, oh my god, low-key traumatizing. The collector traumatizing me. But anyway, we're gonna move on from the collector. He's like he's just a bit of a sociopath, just a bit of a crazy person. Anyways, moving on. Also, the City of Tears, one thing that I didn't know about City of Tears, it's actually divided by its wealth, in case if anybody wanted to know this. So at first, like, when we got in, it was like a dull, like, blue color. Like, people were dressed in like dull blue. They didn't have like flamboyant clothing and stuff like that. Like, there was not too much going on. Like, it was just there. Then the other side of the City of Tears if you've seen, it's more colorful and flamboyant. So, and the enemies there do drop a bit more geo. So, as you can see, we are on the poorer side, dull colors, stuff like that. And then if we go across past the Hollow Knight Memorial, you can see where the division splits. You can see that, you know, these people are more well-dressed than on the other side. So yeah, in case if anybody wanted to know that, there's a bit more. So there you go. 2 things you learned from me that I learned from other people on YouTube. Some collector stuff and the Sea of Tears wealth divisions. And also that I'm very bad at the game. Ha 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 ha. Alright, bench and a stag, so we can go and get the lantern to get to some new places, which will lead to more progression. But now that I just realized that oh my god, I wasted money and now I need more to get to where I need to go. But I can grab this. At first I didn't know how to open this, and I just kind of like jumped around. But yeah, there's that secret little thing you can jump up there for. Anybody who's gonna play Hollow Knight, please keep that in mind. It took me like a couple years to figure that out. I'm just a little stupid, that's all. Just a little dum-dum. Little bit silly, a little bit goofy. As you can see, I can't freaking jump properly because I'm just stupid, I guess. I just want money, bro. I want this little lantern. Sick. It's the elevators that are just basically impossible to use to do tears. Where the place that we're going. I think this is progression time, but I'm not sure. It could be for just Forgotten Crossroads, but I think it's progression time. It's progression time, baby. Here we are in the resting grounds once we pass these douches. Here's where we will be getting the dream now. And I know you guys are all proud of me. I've been doing good and getting good at the game. So In this next room here, we'll be getting the dream nail, which will cut the veil between dreams and waking. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monamon, the teacher, in her archive surrounded by fog and mist. Lurien, the watcher, in his spire looking over the city. Hera, the beast, in her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, hollowness lasts eternal. Very dramatic in it, but it's such a beautiful thing. Dreamer locations added to the map. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to this sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals, by the vessel, or by that captive light? Would the seals break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens, that plague springs anew. They must be undone. Yet still our seals remain, our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds. It shall be done. Lurien, Monamon, Hera, in case if anybody asked. So now we're like, oh, fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. No. Anyways, so now we're gonna be in this little dream thing, and some like moth chick is gonna save us. Woo. And it's gonna take a minute, like, you have to wait until she shows up, and if you, like, fall off, like, you'll just re-exist in this little placey place. So, don't worry, guys, you won't die here. So you'll be like, well, I just go back to my nearest bench. Nope, you just end up back in here. It's literally so quirky, oh my god. And you have to cut all of these feathered grass things. You actually don't, but it's literally the most fun thing to do in the world. Like, look, see, it's just so satisfying. I'm nervous to fall off because I don't want to restart all the way at the beginning because I did come so far. Alright, I'll be right with you, but I have to, like, cut the grass first. Okay, now I can talk to you. What a terrible fate they visited upon you. To cast you away into the space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? No. Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? I'll do the latter. Wait. Yes, the latter. I did it right. Oh my god. Okay. Take the dream nail. So basically, we charge it up and we hit people, except it doesn't hurt them, and we get to read their minds and stuff. Or if it's a dead boss, or a sleeping one. Ah, you've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But the talisman you now wield, the dream nail, can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit that sacred blade has dulled over time. Together, perhaps, we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence, the precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Okay, that's lit. Go into the world, wielder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Alright. Collect 100 essence and return to me. I will teach you more. I do be mixing words together, and that's why I stutter. That door up there, you'll be able to open it later. You just need some, like, essence to do that first. And essence can be gained in 2 ways. By smacking those whispering roots. These little tired tree things. So, one, you'll have the trees, and then you'll have the dream bosses, which are basically either ghost bosses or the remaining like mind of a dead boss or something of the sort. This thing you can like just dive through it, but we are not doing that right now because it leads to a place that gives me trauma. Stop there! Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dreams I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, wanderer? Will you flee, or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? I'm gonna doom us both, actually. Anyways, so this is an example of a dream boss. Oh my god, is Shoddy thick or what? Zero's hips low-key underrated. Can we get that in the chat? Underrated Zero hips? Or is it Zero? I think it's just Zero, guys. But whatever. And anyways, dream bosses are lovely. I am getting abused by him though. But luckily for me, there's that like little part under this platform that I can just go under in case if I'm like really dying. Well, he's got to be close to dead now. Oh, sorry, my camera cut off. I'm really sorry. But anyways, whenever he pulls out 4 nails instead of just 2, that means that he's close to dying. So take that as kind of like a mark. Like some bosses have staggering. Zero has I bring more nails because I'm dying. Lol. Oh, please. I'm gonna die of Zero. I like mastered him oh, 1 hit away, let's go. Bye-bye. I see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Simply call me a fool. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I will be watching. Okay, you stalker. You fool. Anyways, there we go, guys. 100 easy essence. So we'll go back to the seer and get some tips. And so Zero, I don't even know what he did. And the king, it's funny. I'm wondering, did the king kill him? Did the knights kill him? Who killed him? I want to know who did that. Because it makes it seem like the king was like, maybe if you just died and then sparked it, and that's what he makes it sound like. But at the same time, it makes it sound like he was found out to be a traitor, like he was caught in the act and was killed by the guards. But like, I don't know. Anyways, there's a little charm here. And I won't put it on just now, but I'll show you what it looks like later, because some people don't like the sound it makes. Like, when you swing your nail and it hits the dream shield. So, just let me know if like it's annoying or not, because I just won't put it on. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. Already you've collected 100 essence. Quick work! Things come naturally to you, don't they? No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them. Or perhaps, being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me, and return you have collected 200 essence. You the seer, she's like a sweet old grandma, and I love her. She's the best. I won't say spoilers. Low-key but high-key don't know where I'm gonna go next because I don't know what to do. I had the dream nail though, which is good. Many stock stations have been opened. Again, I can travel the breadth of the kingdom. So many grand thoroughfares and old sideways I'd forgotten. Somewhere amongst the lines lies the stag nest, the place where I was born and raised. I thought its location lost in my failing mind, but now I can almost remember the path. Aw, that's so... You keep opening the stag stations and beckoning me through them. Perhaps I'll again find that nest. Ah, I would like that very much. Aw, what a sweet old man. Alright. I'm gonna try to get the stuff from Sly that I need. I'll just do a grubfather check because that grub from the waterways, it'll probably get me enough money to Billy and turn. Come back. Go. I'm definitely never gonna get the speedrun achievement for this game. Oh yeah, I forgot there's this thing here. If you see the light, then you're cool. I was blind to this. But there's like money up here, which is great, because I do need that. And right there, like in that other little place, there's a whispering root. It's gonna take a long time to get. God, that didn't take 1,000 years or anything. Oh my god. Alright, so now I'm gonna go grab... I have exactly enough to Lumify Lantern now, but I'll just grab the grubfather check while I'm here because there's no point in putting it off till later. I'm gonna need this money. Unless if I die, then I'll just be embarrassed, but like, that's fine. Just please don't mock me. I'm not a god gamer, okay? God. Not my job. It's Fireborn's job. Also, I kind of put this off until now, but look, game didn't even start and boom, hidden secret. I didn't figure this out by myself, by the way. I watched like Discover like game like channels and stuff. And I was just watching like their Hollow Knight videos and showing like secrets and stuff about Hollow Knight. So yeah. Yeah, here we are. Lumify Lantern. Literally kind of costing me to breathe here, Sly. But like, it's fine. So we're gonna go now. I'm gonna go into the Crystal Peaks, where we will get Crystal Dash and hopefully Descending Dark, but I will die a lot in Crystal Peak. I swear to you, I'm a terrible Hollow Knight player, but this game is so fun, and I'm a Dead Cells player, so I just keep on doing this. Oh, that's weird. Oh, Mila, you're looking a little pale over there, buddy. Ciao. Anyway, so I'm gonna grab this soul totem here, and we're gonna go into the Crystal Peaks, and Mila is perfectly okay. Alright, so jumping up here, hitting the crystals because I like the way they break because it's cool. And here, boom. No egg. I'll probably go back for it later for Hunter's Journal notes or something. I don't know. This is the other entrance you need the Lumify lantern for to pay your way through. And this enemy right here reminds me of a Dead Cells enemy because it's like an enemy that you find in the new area called the Caverns. The Caverns comes after you beat the Hand of the King once, and there's an enemy in there that's like, it's like a big like creature with crystals on its back, and the crystals on its back make it immune to attacks from the back. And the same thing with these guys. Not the miners, obviously. I mean, the mining people. Gotta be careful how I word this stuff. But like these things, they can only be attacked from the front. And the same thing goes with those Dead Cells things. They're literally the most annoying creatures that I've ever played with so far. And I'm only on like 2 boss cells. So low-key but high-key embarrassed. Anyways, free grub. There's a lot of grubs in the Crystal Peaks actually, but I won't be getting all of them because one of them is behind this stupidly annoying like puzzle that you have to like time your way through, and I'm not good at timing, so we're not doing that. No way.
Oh yeah, this like husk miner here, but there's this brick wall behind her, and the miner won't go away unless you break that wall, but if you break it, then I think she just simply doesn't come back. And also, Cornifer's nearby, so that'll be good for me because I have no sense of time or direction. So, come to scale the mountain. I've heard tale of a summit way above there, too far for me though, and I'm not really one for heights. Aren't you like a mosquito though, or something? Like, isn't that what you are? Then again, I don't see wings on them, so apparently you can freaking wall jump there, but I'm not wasting my time on that, to be honest. Whatever it is can wait. Whenever I get insert spoiler. There's a bench this way, guarded by a small boss fight. But fun fact, I freaking died to this guy so many times when I first started out, but I don't think this should come as a surprise to you guys. Come here, buddy. Not used to fighting him without insert spoiler. I'm not gonna lie, corner strat is just kind of the best at a certain point. Or not, I guess. Ooh, money. And a bench. Where do I go? I only came here for like one thing. Or 2 things if I'm good enough, but one thing is all that I want in life. Oh, shopkeeper's key. Great, now we can get scammed out of Sly's overpriced items again. Technically it's not scam because sometimes the items are worth. Quirrell, my dearest darling beloved. Quite a view, no? I'm not surprised you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Thanks, Quirrell. Love you the most. Did it sadden you to see those miners below still laboring at their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose is imprinted upon their husks. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange how I know such ancient facts. I wonder where my knowledge comes from. I'm just gonna exhaust this man's dialogue because I'm low-key obsessed with him. At this high vantage, I can just make out the light from that sad little town. I doubt its residents could even comprehend the scale of the world that surrounds them. So small it seems. Quirrell is just the character that I love and cherish the most. He's just my favorite. He's the best. Later on, he's low-key gonna help us with the boss fight. And it's gonna be the best thing ever. I hope to get to that boss soon, but I feel like it's gonna take a while. But I'll just cry about it, I guess. Anyone who hears a grub noise in this room, we can't get to it now. Just wait. Now some parkour. Ooh. Hopefully I won't die here. I haven't before, I think. But then again, I probably could have just been like, what if we forget that this ever happened? Because we simply don't appreciate this. And that sounds like a thing that I would do. Like, low-key, but high-key. We have to admit that the background art of this place is so freaking cool. And the music and everything, like, it's just so cool for like a game that was made with like 4 people. Literally the best. Alright, now consume the crystal heart. So wait, whenever they say consumed it, you mean, what do you mean by that? Did we just eat that? Because it looked like we struggled for a little second. But anyways, you can, when crystal dashing, there's actually a way to stop it, as I showed you, like right there, instead of just hitting a wall like I just did right now. You can, if you have an Xbox like I do, you press A, and then anybody else, yours would be the equivalent to the jump button. So there you go. I didn't actually know how to stop this for the longest time. I just was dashing into things, and if I got hurt, then whoopsies. What is down here?
low-key. Pain, I guess. Whatever's down there, is it worth it? Can we get to a place that I know what I'm doing, please? Oh, sorry, Grubby, but this is probably the grub that we will not be saving. My bad, G. I think we should head back to Dartmouth because we can get like the shopkeeper's key to Sly and we can see what other interesting things that he has with the cool crystal dash parkour thing. Damn, my feelings. I'll go down here after I mention Dartmouth, because if I don't, then I will most likely die there. And now we've unlocked this little thing, in case if we're in Dartmouth, we want to go to Crystal Peaks really quick. We can just have this quaint little elevator. Loki forgot that I didn't have a simple key anymore. Boom. Sly.
Oh,
What do you have there? Why, that's my key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I have no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me. Yes, very kind. And now that I can open up my old storeroom, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still remain in their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look. Well, I'm going to take a look at, well, that elegant key, we're going to need that later, but as you can see, I'm poor, and am I going to save money like a sane person? No, I'm going to go try to buy more health. Boom. Half a mask shard, and now we are poor. So we're going to try to get the elegant key so we can upgrade our vengeful spirit spell. So yeah, I think we should head back to the peaks now, though. I think this little elevator is super adorable. Let's go down here so I can show you the little things. There's this with the crystal hunters, which are some of the most annoying enemies in this friggin' game. But nobody actually says how much, like, they suck. Like, I don't hear people talking about these freaking snakes that much. I don't want to die to a crystal hunter, please. Not right now. I will be dying to crystal hunters later. This thing is not an actual grub, so if you don't save it, it's okay, but I'm just gonna show you what it is. This freaking torturous thing to the eyes and ears is a grub mimic, and it literally sucks. So, and then it just leaves that little corpse of a grub there, so you feel bad about it. Unless if you're Fireborn, then you don't care. So that's the real grub. He's behind this breakable wall. Also, did the collector just kind of like take
the grub mimics as well, or did they worm their way into jars? I'm just gonna say that he probably was like, oh, a grub, and took it before the grub mimic could transform. That's where my question arises. Would it be, like, would the grub mimic transform immediately after seeing the collector, like, coming close, or, like, what would happen? It's just a question that I have and I want my answer. Gonna bench here for now in case of death. I'm gonna try to get down to that other bench down there and head on to more progression. I'm just a disappointment, it's fine. Pleasant, another bench.
Alright, here is the room that I struggle with the most. On our way to the room in which I struggle with the most after that. You will see me die and get hit a lot. But it's fine. No, it's not, but it's there. I'll just die, I guess. Stop. I hate Crystal Hunters, man. Please, any Hollow Knight players down there who have gotten to Crystal Peaks, you gotta believe that Crystal Hunters are worse than Primal Aspids. I swear to God. I swear to God they are. No, don't change my mind. They're worse. I swear to you. Alright, I made it over. I'm gonna grab this heal myself, and we'll need it to Desolate Dive through. Through here we get like an upgraded version of our Desolate Dive. You just go here because you can't go through that way. There's something blocking it, so you have to like do some stupid parkour to get your way around. But here you can witness my pain and agony. And I'm sorry my voice sounds weird, but just ignore that. Sounds good? Sounds good. Sadly, this is where I have to cut the video off, but I swear the part 2 of this, and to show you if I finally get what I need to get, will come shortly after this video is released. I promise you, and I'm sorry that it had to be cut like this. It just wasn't exporting properly, but thank you again for your time, and I will see you in the next one.